Want to build an AI agent that actually works? No backend code, just logic, a knowledge base, and a clear plan. In 30 minutes, we are going from this blank screen to a live assistant. Let's build it. Hey everyone, welcome to Teja Explains. Today we are doing a full walkthrough of Voiceflow, a tool that lets you build real AI agents without writing backend code. I will explain what AI orchestration actually means. Then we'll go through the entire Voiceflow workspace together. Every menu, every tab explained simply. And by the end, you will have built and deployed your first working AI agent called Bean Buddy. This is part 1 of 2. In part 2, we go bigger. A travel assistant called Trip Buddy with a real live weather connection. Let's break this down. Imagine a restaurant. You sit down, the waiter takes your order and passes it to the chef. The chef is amazing at cooking, but doesn't take orders, doesn't go shopping, doesn't deliver food. That's everyone else's job. Now think of an AI model, like the one powering voice flow. As a chef, it's great at understanding and writing replies. But by itself, it doesn't know your name, doesn't know today's weather, and can't look anything up. AI orchestration is everything that connects that chef to the rest of the restaurant. Taking the order, that means understanding the user, and checking the recipe book, that means checking knowledge base, and grabbing ingredients from outside, APIs or tools, and delivering the final dish. That's the response. Voiceflow is a tool where you can see and build this whole system visually. Every menu we look at today is really just one piece of this orchestration puzzle. Let's go set up our workspace. Let's open browser and search for Voiceflow. Now you'll get the first link, and if you click on the first link, you'll get navigate to Voiceflow and go to the sign in or login page if you are new. And once you press login, you'll get an options like login with Google or email. Login with Google. After signing up, you land here, My Workspace. This is your home base. On the left, you will see things like usage, which shows your free credits, kind of like minutes on a prepaid phone plan. Below that, members for inviting teammates, documentation and tutorials for Voiceflow's own help guides, and settings for your account. We won't touch most of these today, just know they exist. My Workspace. Think of this like the home screen of a Google Drive. It's the folder that holds all of your AI agents and free plan batch and usage or credits. This shows how much of the free quota you have used, like minutes left on a prepaid SIM card. And sidebar items like plans, billing, members, phone numbers, documentation, API reference, tutorials, channel log, contact support, settings. Don't worry about most of these yet. Just know members is for inviting members, documentation is for Voiceflow's official help guide, and settings is a account level setting separate from any single agent. When you are creating a new agent, Voiceflow asks, what do you want to build? And gives you ready-made starting templates like customer support, receptionist, lead generation, outbound sales, rental service, appointment booking, inbound qualification, product recommendation. Think of these like recipe templates, pre-built starting points, so you are not starting from a totally blank page. For learning purposes, though we are going to start from a blank agent, because once you understand how to build one from scratch, every single one of these template will make sense instantly. You will just be customizing the same building blocks we are about to learn. Initially, when we sign in, we get my first AI agent as free template. On the left side, we click projects and we click new project and we'll enter the project name as Beanbirdy. Now we'll select the framework as recommended. We'll leave it as default, and resolution also we'll leave it as default. And in this project, we won't choose any custom template and we will start from scratch. Here is the map for today. On the left, everything is grouped into 4 sections. Build, where we design how the agent thinks and what it knows. Manage, for organizing bigger flows and reusable pieces. Measure, for checking how your agent is performing after it's live. And deploy, for actually putting your agent out into the world like on a website. We'll go through build fully today, peek at deploy at the end, and save, manage, and measure for video 2 when our agent is more complex. First step, agent. Inside the first big box is called the global prompt. Voiceflow describes it as applied every turn to shape how the agent responds. In simple terms, this is the agent's personality and it never changes no matter what the user says. Think of it as an employee's job description pinned to the wall that they read it before every single customer interaction. Voiceflow splits this into 2 parts. Persona, who the agent is. We type, you are a bean buddy, a friendly assistant for a small coffee shop called the Daily Grind. Simple as introducing yourself. Goal, what the agent is here to do and how it should behave. We say, answer questions about menu, hours, locations. Keep it short and warm. And if it doesn't know something, say so honestly instead of making things up. That's it. 2 short paragraphs. And we have already given our AI a complete personality and job description. This single box shapes every response, no matter what happens elsewhere in the agent. Right below the global prompt is a second box called instructions. If the global prompt is the personality, instructions is the agent's daily routine and decision rules. It decides which tool or path to use for a given request. Think of the global prompt as who you are and instructions as here's your checklist for handling each type of customer. First section, starting message. This is literally the first thing the user sees. We tell it, greet warmly, introduce yourself, ask how you can help, keep it short, use buttons if possible. This is like training a new employee on exactly how to greet a walk-in customer. Second section, tools. This is a really important concept. A tool in Voiceflow is any outside resource the agent can reach for, like a knowledge base, an API, a workflow. Right now, we'll reference our knowledge base, which we are about to build in the next tab, and tell the agent whenever someone asks about the menu, hours, location, or Wi-Fi, go check the knowledge base instead of guessing. This is orchestration in action. If X use Y, let's go build the knowledge base now. This tab is exactly what it sounds like. It's where we upload documents and the agent searches through them to answer questions instead of guessing. This is the recipe book in our restaurant analogy. I'll add a text source, a tiny fact document with our hours, location, menu, and Wi-Fi password. The moment I save this, Voiceflow automatically chops it into small searchable pieces called chunks. Imagine writing a textbook into individual flashcards. That's what's happening behind the scenes. Now, whenever a customer asks a question, the agent flips through these flashcards, finds the most relevant one, and uses it to answer. This whole process has a name, RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, but really it just means look it up before you answer. Let's test this by going to Agent tab and we click Run button. This opens a live chat preview without opening a builder. It first introduces itself, and when we ask what are your hours, the answer will pull directly straight from our document. And when we ask do you deliver, it correctly says no, offers pickup, exactly what our fact said. And when we ask what's your Wi-Fi password, it also directly pulled from our document. We just built a working AI agent, personality, rules, and real knowledge, and we haven't left this one screen. We will go through some of the tabs briefly. Tools. This is where you can connect external tools like calling a weather API, a database, or another app. Right now it's empty for BeanBuddy, but in video 2, this is where TripBuddy's live weather connection lives. Think of this as the agent toolbox, hammers and screwdrivers. It can pick up when needed. And behavior. This controls things like response, length limits, what happens if the AI gets confused, fallback messages, and safety settings. Think of it as the employee handbook, rules for edge cases, and how to behave when something goes wrong. Data. This is where you can see and manage the raw data like variables and memory that the agent collects during conversations. We'll use this properly when we add variables in video 2. Framework. This is a more advanced view that shows the underlying structure of how everything connects: agent, knowledge, tools, behavior, almost like a blueprint or architecture diagram of your whole agent. Most beginners won't touch this often, but it's good to know it exists if you ever want to see the big picture of your agent's orchestration. Last step for today. Let's put BeanBuddy on an actual website. We'll go to Agents tab and we'll click Publish. And we'll check everything and we'll click again Publish. We'll get a toast message like Published. In the Publish, we click the drop down menu and that copy prototype link. We change from draft to published. And we'll say that we'll navigate to Widget tab. Here we'll get installation like a script code to paste our HTML, and modality and interference to customize styles, and appearance and style. We can customize the colors, or we can keep logos also if you want. And below that banner image and text, we can change the header part like your AI agent to your BeanBuddy, and we can also change the description. In the below we can change our AI agent logo from our local device, and we can customize a message like talk to an AI, how the launcher types we need, and we can also customize the thinking, how it will need to get messages. These are what entire customizations happening here. We'll navigate to Agents tab again and we'll click Publish again, and we'll click Publish to update the changes. Once we published, we'll go to Widgets tab again and we'll copy the script code for our HTML website. Once we copy script, we'll create an HTML file like index.html. It's a basic HTML code. I paste the script right before the closing body tag of a simple web page, just a heading and a paragraph. Save the file and open it in a browser. And there it is, BeanBuddy, live on a real website, answering questions from the knowledge base we built. This is the same technique real companies use for AI customer support widgets. Let's recap everything we covered. We explained AI orchestration with the restaurant analogy. We toured the Voiceflow workspace, my workspace, creating an agent, and the build section, agent, global prompt plus instructions, knowledge based tools, behavior, data, and framework. We built BeanBuddy's personality and rules, give it real knowledge, tested it live, and deployed it onto a real web page using the web chart widget. In the next video, we go bigger. We build TripBuddy, a travel assistant with a much larger knowledge base. We'll properly use the Tools tab to connect a live weather API, use variables to remember user info, and peek into the measure section to see how agents get monitored after launch. If this helped, hit like, subscribe so you don't miss part 2. See you there.